Yeah, just whenever saw them, helped them out a little bit. What is with old people? And they will literally jog your memory. They'll be like, "You remember that guy?" And I'm like, "No, I don't remember him." And they're like, "Oh, this and that." And I'm like, "I don't remember him." And they're like,
Wait,
"Am I
like
cutting out?"
remember he no, you're
Oh,
good.
okay, good. Yeah, and then I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I do. Actually, now that you say that, I vaguely remember him." And they're like, "Yeah, he fell in a Viet Cong bungee trap, and he was impaled asshole to mouth with a shit covered piece of bamboo." I'm like, "You
Yeah.
did you
Oh,
just jog my memory about someone to tell me that
so
he
you can tell
died a
me.
terrible death?" Like,
So you can tell me a tragedy.
do you
Yeah.
know how much time I spend trying to avoid my own mortality, and then you're gonna fucking go out of your way
Yeah.
to make me think about my own, you know what I mean? And it's always the
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 97 kids and 3 wives that he's abandoned.
Yeah. He
I'm
left
like,
behind. Yeah.
dude, I did not need to fucking hear that, bro. I could have gone my whole
Yeah.
life without knowing about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember Susie? She ran the floral shop downtown. Everybody loves Susie. Well, her hat fell off at Six Flags behind one of the fences on the roller coaster. So she went
yeah,
behind it and it went too deep and it kicked her head clear off.
yeah.
Landed
You're
in the
like,
parking lot. I
I
had
don't.
to
What?
Yeah,
They're
I
like,
get it.
yeah,
Yeah.
actually, they were able to put him back together. He was chopped into a million pieces, and the doctors they
You
put him
know
back
what?
together, and then he went outside, choked on a hot dog, choked on a hot.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Craziest
I,
thing, right?
I, why are you
Yeah.
telling me this? I
Yeah.
don't need to hear this. I haven't seen this person in
Yeah.
15 years, and you're telling me about how they got hit by an IED. Like
Yeah, yeah, he
I don't need
stepped
to
on a
hear it.
landmine in Afghanistan. But you know
Yeah,
what? He made a full recovery, and then when he came home, he found out his wife was cheating on him, so he just painted the ceiling with his brain. But what
yeah.
a good guy, great guy. Yeah,
Thanks for telling me about that. I really needed to
yeah.
hear that. I appreciate it.
It's such a true fact
Yeah,
of their yeah. They're like, oh, great, remember him? Yeah, well, Mexican cartel, they got a hold of Jerry because he owed
yeah.
them
What?
15 pesos. And you know what? The beheading video of him, it got 1 million views on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, right? But we miss him. Yeah, well, what was his name? Anthony. We all called him Little Tony, right? No, great guy. But unfortunately, he worked over at the power plant and there was a shortage. He grabbed a faulty wire and he cut the power in the Tri-City areas, and his entire body was just
Yeah.
a pile of ash. I don't know why they still had an open casket funeral for him, but his wife, she's really nice. She still brings over fresh bread over on Sundays, so it's good. We
I'm
catch up
like,
every once in a while.
what? Yeah, he
Yeah,
had
it's
5
always
adopted children. And you're like, what?
yeah,
Why are
yeah,
we making it worse now? They're like, yeah, he had 6 kids
yeah,
under the age of 6 months. I'm like, that's not
yeah.
even humanly possible. They're like, yeah,
Yeah, it's always the
they're all gonna have
worst
to grow up fatherless.
statistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
And the mom's a
there was
crack whore too. I'm like,
what? Yeah.
yeah, you remember
Right.
Tony down the street, the contractor? Yeah, the triads mistakenly macheted him into a million pieces in the park the other day. They had the wrong guy. I'm like,
That classic
I,
miss up. Those
I,
triads always doing that.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't need to hear this.
Yeah.
I don't need to
Yeah.
hear this.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Remember that
remember
kid who was the exact same height, age, weight as you? Yeah,
remind me a
terrible
lot of
disease.
you. Yeah.
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 You remember
Yeah.
that kid who had the same exact stats as you? Yeah,
Yeah.
terrible
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Terrible
Yeah.
thing. He lived a clean life. He had a healthy lifestyle. He didn't drink like
Yeah.
you scumbag. And guess what
Yeah.
happened? Yeah, I'm
Got
like,
T-boned by an 18-wheeler on his way back from college.
yeah, I'm
He was
like,
driving.
what?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
need to
remember
hear this.
quarterback of the college football team, and then they took
Yeah.
him out for the season for the shoulder injury. Turns out the shoulder injury, leukemia, stage 5. He only lived 2 weeks after that. Anyway, let me
Yeah.
just move on
Anyway,
to the next subject.
yeah, I'm like,
Anyway, on Fox News, did you see what the fans were doing to Manhattan after the Knicks game? That's pretty atrocious stuff. And you're like, dude, you just told me you made a core memory with me right there.
insane. Yeah, I've seen those videos too, dude. The dude's just getting mugged outside of the stadium.
Yeah,
And I'm
the
like,
San Antonio fans.
I don't know if that would happen. I mean, Philly's probably got worse fans than the Knicks, but I just don't think that that people in Philadelphia care about the
Yeah,
Sixers enough to
yeah,
also
yeah.
like. There's nowhere to run. It's not like we have Madison Square Garden. Ours is in a 3-mile parking lot. Like you're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
running to
exactly,
the
exactly.
train. Like there's no getting
You
away
can't
in
go
Philadelphia.
anywhere. Yeah,
Yeah, you're trapped, bro.
yeah,
Unless you're like a
that's true.
marathon runner, bro. You're gonna have to. That's a hike to get to anywhere
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
remotely safe. Also, take the Spurs jersey off. Oh, we're down.
Yeah, what do you do? Go
Pop
shirtless.
the
Everyone else
Spurs.
is anyway.
Yeah, pop the jersey off to walk to the train. I don't understand why are you keeping the jersey on and fighting
Yeah,
13 animals out in the parking lot.
yeah.
I I don't understand.
I don't get it. Cause like you want to think,
Also, it's
oh,
the
we're like we'll
Spurs.
be
It's not
okay.
like
It's
the
a competition.
rivalry.
Yeah, yeah. It's
It's
not
not
like you're
like it's the
facing like
Celtics.
the Celtics. Yeah,
It's the
literally. Yeah,
San Antonio Spurs. And the
yeah.
Knicks are like, we're mugging this dude. The second he gets out of the MSG, we're mugging him, dude. As
You
the
were getting
president
him.
drives by in his motorcade, we're gonna stomp this guy out on the sidewalk. I don't
Yeah,
understand. And the cops are
yeah.
gonna watch.
Dude, I love watching the. I love when the cops watch because they're like, because I get it. What are we gonna do in this scenario, right? Like
Yeah,
on paper, like unless we get the riot police out, which to be honest, we don't have money for that type of overtime right now. We're just gonna sit and we're gonna make sure they don't like loot any stores. That's pretty much
yeah.
all they do, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it was the same thing when the Eagles won the Super Bowl in City Hall. It was like there was like a wall of cops, and then like in front of it
Yeah,
was total debauchery. People were lighting off
yeah,
mortar
yeah.
fireworks.
Well,
I was smoking a blunt with like a cop, like literally like 2 feet away
yeah,
from me. Like they're just like, all right, dude. Like,
yeah. There's something, and I'm sure maybe some people in the comments will hate this, but like a Philadelphia winning, like it is tradition that we're gonna trash everything, but it does feel like there's like camaraderie in the trash,
there
right?
is a
We and like
camaraderie. Yeah,
the violence is like we're getting out of our system. Our violence isn't targeted. It's not like we're punching the rival fans, mainly because they know
yeah,
better. All right, they're probably out of there, but like we're there to flip a couple cars that didn't move off of Broad Street, even though they know better. They had a 2 day
yeah,
heads up to know. We're
yeah.
there to jump on
100%.
some police cars. We're gonna light something on fire. We're gonna try to climb the poles, but it's not like it's like I saw the video of the guys going into Five Guys and like beating up the guy behind the counter at Five Guys because they heard he was a Spurs fan. It's not
Yeah,
that, you
yeah.
know, you know.
Also, it's like you'd have to have some balls to wear any other team's jersey in Philadelphia if we were in the like.
Yeah,
I
for
guess the
real.
Knicks are probably like, ah, like we're in MSG. Like this is a high class
Yeah,
establishment. Like I'm probably chilling wearing the Spurs jersey, you know. But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you're
Dude,
kind of
Mikkel
asking
wants
for it.
to. Her mom wants to go to the Dallas game. Uh, it's at Dallas this year, and I was like, dude, we're asking for it. Like at this point, I don't
Yeah,
know if it's
maybe you
more.
wouldn't wear the Eagles jersey. Maybe just wear something blue, and then just
I know,
whenever something
yeah.
good happens, just
Dude,
under your breath.
woo, just lift up my shirt a little bit.
Yes.
Go Birds.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why we went to the Nets game one time, and like the Nets have no real fans. It's like if you're in New York and you're not a Knicks fan,
yeah,
like
yeah,
what
yeah,
are you, so
yeah,
like no one could
yeah,
care less. They were like, oh yeah,
yeah,
what's going on? You know what I mean? Like there was no
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
fuck you, dude. It's the Nets till I die. Like nobody
yeah,
gives a
yeah.
shit. The Nets have literally destroyed their entire franchise. But
Um,
yeah, so we
I
felt
think
safe there.
when I went to the Eagles game versus the Chargers last season, it was sad because like I said, there was more Eagles fans than Chargers fans there. They were playing crowd noises over the speaker.
Yeah.
That's like when like people were walking out, right? And like Justin Herbert came out, they had to like play crowd noises of cheering over the speaker because like the boos were like going out, and then it would be like 3rd and long, let's make some noise, and then it has that little decibel reader on like the jumbotron that shows you like how loud they're getting. And it was very clear that that was just animation because the
It's
stadium was
lying.
pretty quiet. There's no way we're hitting like 115 decibels and the whole place is shaking right now, you know? And it was really tough for the guys working the cameras inside the stadium to get a shot of a Chargers fan without an Eagles fan around them, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was sad. It was
Yeah, they
tough.
have
It
no
was
real
tough to
fans either.
watch.
It's a fake city as far as football
I
goes.
know. Yeah, they ruined their fan base for San Diego. Like
Yeah.
they moved it, which like yeah, I don't know. I that was probably one of the luckiest shots I've ever gotten in my life was like okay, like I'm going to film one post cuz I do hate people that are like I'm going to have my phone out the entire concert or I'm going to
Yeah,
have my phone out
of
the
course.
entire game because it's like who's that for? Like you're not going to watch that.
Yeah.
No one's asking to see 30 minutes of phone footage that you're doing, you know?
It's the same thing when people film fireworks. I'm like, kill yourself.
Anyway,
We got
what
the
else?
White
What
House
else?
this weekend. We could
We
talk
have our
about
White
that.
House fight. Yeah, dude. I was about to say we've got our predictions that we can do for it. UFC
Yeah,
White
I
House
loaded
fight.
up $20 into the draft keg so we can play some
Yeah,
bets
really.
here live.
Let's see.
I already have a long shot. Here's my long shot.
What's your long shot? What should we start
Probably.
from the bottom or we just go to your long shot?
Well, we can work. We could do the long shot and then we can go back through and
Okay,
start from the
okay. What's your
bottom.
long shot?
Okay. Here's the long shot. All right.
Yeah.
$10 gets you $765.
For what?
Okay. We got Steve Garcia, Diego Lopez. We'll break them down after, but Steve Garcia, Diego Lopez.
Yeah.
I got Garcia winning money line. I got Kyle Dukakis beating Bo Nickel
Okay.
money line. Alex Piera beating Cyril Gahn money line, and then I got
You're
Justin
just
Gaethje money line.
beating Ilya Taporia.
That's the
Is
long
that just
shot,
all
dude.
the underdogs that you're going for?
$10 gets you a nice
$700.
$765.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, we can start it from the top. Did you hear that Travis Pastrana is like jumping the? He's like gonna jump the
The
setup.
No, wait, really? He's gonna
Yeah,
jump over it? Did my camera
like
just die? Oh. Anyway,
yeah, that's my long
so
shot.
Travis Pastrana's gonna jump it.
Yeah, he's gonna jump
Um,
the. I don't know if he's jumping the White House, if he's jumping the stadium. I just know he's jumping something on Sunday.
yeah. It can I preface real quick of like, am I proud of this event as an American? No, I'm not proud of this event.
You know what?
You know?
Fuck this. I am proud of it, dude. It's not about
I'm not
Donnie T.
No.
Everyone
I
wants to
just
make it
think
about Donnie T. This is our fucking version. This is our Rumble in the Jungle, dude. And people want to shit on it because the president is starting a war that has the lowest approval rating of any war in history. Guess what?
of
It's
any war
not
in
about
history.
him, dude. Okay,
It's
Dana
not
White
about
was
him,
doing fucking fights at the Taj Mahal back when nobody would let him do fights in Atlantic
of
City,
course.
and they were boys. And Donnie T said, "You know what? You come over here." So they're friends. Okay. Do I agree with his political stances? No, I don't. All right. He's doing some things that I'm not. You know, Epstein. That was a rough one. You know, but it's not about
That's
him.
nothing
This is
about
about the
him.
fucking country that's going to implode in another 100 years. Okay, so let's fucking be thankful we made it to 250. I mean, think about all the dynasties that
That is
ended.
true.
You
That is
know,
true. Well, will it really be? Here's the deal. When like George Washington was spending the winter in Valley Forge, and he's watching his soldiers eat their shoes, and he's like, "Are we ever gonna get out of this? Are we ever gonna make it? What will this nation be one day if we can pull off the biggest upset in history? You know, what potential do we have?" Or like when like Teddy Roosevelt saw Yellowstone National Park for the first time and was like, the beauty of this will never like cease. America will be the greatest nation ever. Do you think they also had in mind cage fighting on the White House
two
lawn
dudes in their
that
underwear
is
fighting in
sponsored
a
by
cage.
DraftKings and Monster Energy Drink?
Let's go, dude.
Do you think
It's
do you think
idiocracy, baby.
they
Dude.
had
We're
that
gonna
in
start
mind?
spraying the
I mean,
crops
it's
with
literally
Gatorade, dude.
so like we
Let's
can
go.
be. That's the what I'm saying is like the cynical part of me is really proud because like this is 100% is idiocracy.
This is the most
Camacho.
American thing that we could.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that would be more American is if it was Stone Cold versus The Rock on the White House lawn. Like,
Oh
you know,
man, dude, if they snuck in a Monday Night Raw on the White House lawn,
yeah.
that'd be awesome.
But yeah, I say fuck it, dude. Like, let's just enjoy it for what it is. I was arguing about this with some guy at the bar. I'm like, dude, it's not about Donnie T. It's about these fighters who spent their entire lives training. These guys who started wrestling at 6 years old. They trained for 30 years so that they can get a chance. It's about the fighters who sat on the bench for 2 years getting promised a Conor McGregor fight and wasted the prime of their career just so they can lose on that White House lawn. But guess what? He earned that fight. Okay. And if you don't think if McGregor gets a dub against Max Holloway that they feed Chandler right to him, they probably will. It wouldn't surprise me.
They would absolutely.
You know?
Um,
But yeah, I say we just take the politics out of it. It's a fucking fight on the White House lawn. They're gonna be training in the goddamn Oval Office where fucking
Yeah, that's
JFK
true.
or stuck. Who stuck the cigar in the pussy? Was that JFK or was that Bill Clinton?
That's Clinton. That's Clinton. Yeah,
Yeah,
where he put the
whatever,
cigar in the
dude. They're gonna
pussy.
be in the same
Yeah.
room that fucking Richard Nixon was saying racial things about the Jews in. Okay, they're
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah, yeah.
warming up in there.
Yeah, the same room that Lyndon B. Johnson made a phone call of how he needs custom-made jeans because his dick's too big.
Yeah,
Those ones.
and he would do press conferences on the toilet. That's where we're gonna have people warming up.
Then he would piss in trash cans if the meetings went too long.
Like
What a
that
guy.
rules. This is
Yeah,
the fucking US of
rule.
A.
That does rule.
Let's just take it for what it is and let's be fucking happy about it, dude.
No,
Let's
I
stop
get
bitching.
what you're saying. I am happy for
It's
the
the United
fighters.
States of Israel, and we're gonna fucking have a fight on the White House lawn.
We're gonna.
All right? It's funded by APAC, probably.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and every one of the stats are gonna be brought to you by like OpenAI. Man, my camera does not want to stop acting up right now. I guess I'm just not gonna have video for this entire podcast.
But it's not loading.
That sucks. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it, but I think if I mess with it anymore, I'm just gonna derail the conversation. So unless I'm on slow motion, am I on
Take
slow
it for
motion?
what it is, dude.
Holy crap!
I can't believe they're not letting Josh Hokett and Derek Lewis at the press conference.
Yeah, so what's up with that in regards to, because like Hokik already is like, he kind of fumbled a little bit, which to be honest, he had the setup for like a perfect joke too. When they're like, okay, what do they want to see you more? Do they want to see Derek Lewis take his pants off in the ring, or do they want to see you on the mic? And he's like, I think they want both. I think they want me to take my pants off in the ring, and I think they want me on the mic after that. And he was just like, okay, never mind. Scratch that real quick.
No, he said, he said, and then I'm gonna take my cup out and throw it at Donald Trump.
Take my cup out. That was it. I was like, I knew it was missing the best part.
He immediately was like, no, like in a good way, like he's gonna like put it in the Oval Office, and then he was like, you guys are getting me in trouble. Cut that.
Yeah. Then there was a laser that just like appeared right. On his
yeah, 100%, 100%, dude. Dude, you know Joe Rogan's gonna have a fucking death grip on that mic, dude. After these fights, dude. He's gonna have Secret Service in his ear. No.
Don't say it.
No,
don't
yeah,
say
he's
it.
gonna be in the car like this.
Take the shot.
Yeah.
Literally. We're fixing this, John, right now.
Was it me and you who was talking about if something does happen though? I hope to God Joe Rogan just goes akimbo Desert Eagle and starts fucking taking out terrorists.
No, but that seems pretty on board for him.
Like something goes down and then Joe Rogan just fucking kicks the table over and fucking is on top.
He uses DC as a human shield.
Joe Rogan's taking ears on the White House lawn, dude.
He's like, get over here, fatty. Guard me.
Rogan has an ear necklace 10 minutes into the...
Yeah. He's taking souls with him.
Just biting somebody, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Joe Rogan's biting a terrorist right now.
He's running on all fours across the ring. Run, everybody, run. Yeah. He takes like 6 pills of gorilla. What was it? Like gorilla brain that he takes?
Yeah, alpha brain.
The supplement alpha brain that he always does. And he just starts gorilla punching guys on the ground.
All right, but enough of the...
enough shop talk.
Okay, so we got a lot of live dogs.
The podcast is starting now. We're doing this, okay?
We got a lot of live dogs on this card, all right?
Okay, so let's start at the bottom. Lopes and Garcia. That's his opening right now.
Yeah, so we got a lot of live dogs. We got Chandler's a dog. No one's put money on Chandler. We got Hokett. Yeah. Oh, no, he's a favorite. We got Derek Lewis as a dog. That's not a bad bet. I mean, he hits Hokett once. Hokett had, 6 weeks in between his last fight? I mean, that's a live dog.
Okay.
Derek Lewis at plus 320 is good money any day of the week. Like, I wouldn't blame anybody for putting a little $10 on Derek Lewis.
He 100% is a wild guy. Hold on, wait. So we have to singular that. Lopes versus Garcia. What?
Wait, I'm getting there.
Taking it?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Okay, so we got Chandler as a dog. We got Derek Lewis as a dog. We got Pierre as a dog. And we got Gaethje as a dog. These are all good dogs, all right?
They're great
I wouldn't
dogs.
judge anybody for putting money on Lewis, Gaethje, or Pierre as an underdog. Like, those are good. If they were a fight night at any other week during the year, and you said, "Hey, I'm putting money on them as the underdog," I wouldn't put it past them. You know what I mean? The best live dog on this entire lineup is Steve Garcia.
He still looks like a player that could run through people if need be. Like Volkanovski, I was like, his footwork sucked. Volk beat him on the footwork by like circling outside, and Lopes could have
done
twice for sure. But I was like, if he can get that one thing under wraps, then like I don't really see a huge flaw
His last
in
win
his
is
game
Gene
though.
Silva, though. He pieced up Gene Silva. Gene Silva fights a little crazy. Like, he's a bit of a nut, Gene Silva. But before that, he's got a win over Brian Ortega, who's over the hill, Dan Ige, who's a journeyman.
Okay.
Like
But
his
there's a
wins are
lot
not
of
impressive.
but he's faced a lot of like high how can I put this? He's faced a lot of talent. Okay. He's been in a
But
lot
I
of
mean, when he faces the good guys, he loses. Most of our Evolov, who's going to fight Volk in the next title fight, he lost to him when he fought him. I mean,
yeah.
other than that, he's got wins over Gavin Tucker. Who the fuck is that? Pat Sabatini, Sadiq Youssef, Dan Ige, Brian Ortega. Like, these are not big names. The biggest name he's got to win over is Gene Silva, he's been in the UFC for what, 1 year?
Yeah, that's true.
And then other than that, he's got 2 losses to Volk Volkanovski. Meanwhile, Steve Garcia is on a 7-fight win streak and he's knocking people the fuck out.
Yeah.
It's not like he's, going to decisions with these guys.
Yeah.
He's literally got 6 KOs
Okay,
in
but
his last 7
but
fights.
who's he fought? He's fought, let's
Now
see.
he's got the same thing
I was
where
about
he
to
hasn't
say,
fought big
okay, so
names.
he's David Onama, I don't know him. I can't preach for him.
I don't know him. Cater's over the hill and he took that to a decision.
Cater is 100% over the hill for sure. Who else do we got? I don't know the Chinese guy. Choi Shang Wu, La Fu
Melky
Ting.
Acosta is a banger. He's nice.
Yeah.
Chase Hooper's a young up and comer too, but I think
beat
if you're gonna put money on a dog,
though, I'll give him that. But
all I'm saying is though, if you're gonna put money as a dog, I think Garcia is the dog to put money on, dude.
Yeah, I could see it for sure.
I mean, Lopez is not he's not a fucking knockout guy.
Yeah, but he looks like he could be. It sucks because he does.
Yeah, but
I mean, he's got.
I'm going off of his history here.
I get where you're going. Yeah.
Here's Lopez's last couple of fights. Volk lost the decision. He knocked out Gene Silva. After that, lost to Volk decision. He beat Brian Ortega by decision. Beat Dan Ige by decision. And he's got 2 knockouts before that. Meanwhile, Steve Garcia is starching motherfuckers. He's got 6 knockouts. 6 out of 7. He's got 1 decision. He's on a 7-fight win streak, and he's the underdog. I mean, take my money.
Yeah, I get where you're going. Plus, but what about? I don't know, man. Like Steve Garcia, this is going to be such a huge fight for him. I mean, it's a huge fight for everybody, but like, does that add into the scenario of pressure? Is he not going to be able to get his dick hard before the match? Diego Lopes has already had a couple of like, some really high-profile fights. Also, the fact that he walks around with that haircut on a daily basis means that he does have a like, I don't give a fuck.
Look, I know you want to side with the Brazilian, but I'm just saying it's not looking good. I
he's
think
more
Steve
Mexican
Garcia gets it done.
To be honest, I think the second he gets his haircut, I think we're all in trouble. That means he's finally locked in on his career. He doesn't even speak Portuguese when he's on the mic, which is sad. He speaks Spanish nowadays.
He's like what's her face? Mackenzie Dern, who's got the fake Brazilian accent.
Oh yeah, because she's like, como se dice?
Yeah, she's like Hilaria Baldwin.
Yeah,
you say cucumber?
Yeah, cucumber.
Yeah. But meanwhile, you'd see interviews
like,
of her when she was a kid, and she's like full Valley Girl accent.
Yeah, exactly.
Now all of a sudden she's full blown Brazilian, and she's
like,
I would fucking slurp her poop. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, I mean, come on, like we're only human.
Buying her Brazilian accent. I just think Steve Garcia is a live dog here, dude. I would put some money on Steve Garcia getting it done by KO. Let's see what the odds are on Steve Garcia getting it done.
Okay. And if it's gonna be done, this is a KO fight for sure. Like neither of these guys are most of these
Steve Garcia
guys
plus 140 to win by KO.
Yeah.
Take my money. That's not a bad
That is not a bad bet for sure. Is it just by 140 by KO? That's it?
Yeah, plus 140 by KO.
That's not a bad bet.
It's not great, but it's not bad either.
That fight, I think, is either
he's got a
decision or it's a knockout.
DraftKings has Diego Lopez having better odds of getting a knockout than Steve Garcia, and I just don't see that. A guy who's knocked out the last 6 out of 7. And you got Diego Lopez, who's been going to decision after decision. He hasn't had a knockout in 5 fights.
Yeah.
And you're telling me he's got a better odds of knocking out Garcia, who's got the fucking rocks in his hands.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I just think that they're sleeping on my guy here.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, that's fair.
And then, so I'm going Garcia.
Okay,
Call me crazy. But then our next fight is.
We'll put you down for Garcia. I'm gonna go Garcia too. I think you won me over. Okay, I'm going Garcia.
I I think it's a good bet, honestly. Like, I
Okay.
know MMA math doesn't add up, but I really do think that Diego Lopez, they've given this dude opportunity after opportunity, and he hasn't showed up.
Yeah,
I
but he's
mean,
fun to
he had
watch
two
too.
chances at bulk. He got the second one, and he didn't deserve it at all, and he still
No, he
lost.
didn't. Yeah, that's
Okay,
true. That's
he's
true.
not getting back to a title again. That's got to fucking hurt him. I
Yeah.
mean, he's gonna have to win 3 or 4 in a row to get back to a title. Like, it's just
Yeah.
they're not just gonna hand him a title again, especially after he got that bullshit title at. You know what I mean? They're not
Yeah.
gonna. He's gonna have to do something big to get a title again. And Steve Garcia is on his way up. You know?
Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
know. All right, but here's the next fight: is Bo Nickel, Kyle Dukakis. Okay, and a lot of people go, Bo Nickel, he got a knockout in his last fight.
Yeah, but he also
Well,
got
I
knocked
think
out the
his
fight before that.
coaches should be shot and hung and then thrown under the prison.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because he did get that knockout, but I was texting you, I was texting all my friends who wrestled in high school. Why the fuck isn't this guy shooting a takedown?
Why is he not taking doing a takedown? Why isn't he doing the ground? He doesn't like to do that. He is the highest caliber wrestler the United States has had in a long time if you look at his collegiate record, right? I mean, Hokit over here can like attest for it. The fact of the matter
Yeah.
is, if Bo Nickel, the second he said I want to go to the UFC, should have been dropped off like inside an army truck on the mountainside of was it? Oh fudge! I'm fudging this joke of where are all the scary whites from that are Muslim? Dagestan. I was about to,
Dagestan, yeah.
and I was about to say Kazakhstan, and then I punched myself in the dick to remind myself. And sometimes I just get angry at my dick. But yeah, the second he was like, I want to go to the UFC, as soon as his like career was over from like wrestling, like dude,
Did they build him a
get
gym?
him on a truck to Dagestan, sit
They
him in
built him
there
a
for 2
UFC
years.
gym
I know, and
outside
like,
of Penn State.
yeah,
And the guy they've been handing him softballs, dude. They've been handing him softballs.
yeah,
I mean, they're not doing what they used to do, where they would just throw him right to the wolves. They've been fucking giving him
yeah. I can't
person who
hear
they'll do this
anything you're
to it.
saying.
Even
Damn
though
it,
I love
Jake.
this guy, but they did the same thing with Piera, man. Like, as much as I love Piera, they go, we're lining up the Izzy fight. We're not going to hand him Russian wrestlers. All right, we're going to give some people
Yeah,
who are going to strike
he
with
needs
him
to have a couple
because
ones.
we want to line up this Izzy fight.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
so they kind of softball Piera too, but then Piera's, he showed up. Like, the guy's fucking starched everybody. He fucking
Yeah.
pushed the ref off, knocked him off into the next century.
What,
He beat the living hell
one
out
of
of
the
Khalil
wildest-
Roundtree.
yeah.
He fucking owned Jerry Prohashka multiple times. Like, Pierre has earned it, but I just don't think. I think if Bo Nickel goes in there and tries to stand and bang, it's going to be a long night in the office for him.
Dude, you know he's gonna stand and bang.
And that seems like that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, because
That's
your
Yeah.
internet's cutting out.
oh shit. I think it might be when I hold the bottom, like I'm accidentally pressing this button down here.
Yeah, I guarantee it's that. Also, it's
But-
like the matter of the fact if you move your arm around so much, like this
I like to talk
sound
about-
the sound goes up and down a little bit. And now I can't. I think your internet sucks. I think that's it, dude.
It says I have full stars right now. Maybe I just should get an Ethernet cable and then see if it works with the Ethernet.
Yeah, it's probably an Ethernet thing. Hello, wife. How are you?
But Kyle Dawkins, tell to get the fuck out of here. We're talking UFC.
Jake said, "How are you?" He's really happy to see you right now.
Mikkel, who do you think is going to win, Bo Nickel or Kyle Dawkins?
She doesn't even have an earpiece in.
Who's going to win, Bo Nickel or Kyle Dawkins?
Hold on, let me see.
Bo Nickel or Kyle Dawkins?
Well, I'm gonna go with Nickel because Dawkins has his face all beat up, and the other guy doesn't look so beat up.
That's honestly.
Gorgeous analytics by Mikkel. What about Lopez? I mean, you don't know these guys, so we're just going to get some blind picks for Mikkel right now.
You see
Okay.
how- you see, you're hearing how he's cutting out.
Yeah, you're cutting out like every other word.
My God, dude, what the fuck?
I think it's your laptop or the internet or something, maybe.
It might
You're-
be.
Did you say something
my-
about me blindly picking who's gonna win? Because I can do that.
Yeah.
Dude, I will literally hang myself by this microphone cord if it doesn't work.
What?
You won't.
Oh,
yeah,
my
you can
God.
do it. You keep talking about it, Jake.
But yes,
Follow through.
let's just get Mikkel's blind picks.
My blind picks. Okay. Where do
Blind picks. We're going.
Yeah, it's
Also, or any stats. Who do you got?
Okay. No stats.
And I'm cutting out still. Am I?
That's good. That's good. You're good.
You're okay. It's okay.
Okay.
I'll end it all.
He's like, pa, pa, pa. Like, start shooting at us. Okay, so I'm gonna start from the bottom and then move my way up to the big winners
Yes.
or big guys. I'm guessing because it says
Yes.
main card. Okay,
So we got Diego Lopez, Steve Garcia. Who you got?
I always will go for my Brazilian boys.
All right, so we're going
Lopez, Brazil. And I feel like I've seen him do at least a fight. I don't know.
Yeah, that is true. He's probably not.
We've seen him fight a couple times. Next fight, Mauricio Rufy or Hoofy, if that gives you a little advantage as to who you're going to pick, versus Michael Chandler.
Oh, hey, you know
He pronounces
the
R with an
the
H.
Hoofy, yeah. I actually am going to take away my response on the Brazilian guy and go for the Chandler guy because I feel like he looks like
That's a
less beat up.
bold dog there, and we like that. Dude, if these are correct, that'd be insane.
I want you to know Chandler
All right.
is considerably more beat up. He's way older.
Oh, really? Well, he looks like
Chandler's over the hill, and he's an absolute bum, but they're giving him this fight as a pity fight because he was supposed to fight McGregor for years.
So should I go for the
No,
you
Brazilian?
choose Chandler. You choose Chandler, and you're sticking with it.
Okay. I've got
Then we
it.
got Josh Hokett, Derek Lewis.
I don't feel like I can make the comment I was gonna say, but I'm going with Lewis.
Okay, she's going with the black guy. I'll say it for you.
All
right. All right.
He's from Houston.
Oh, I like a Houston guy.
Yeah.
My home turf.
Zabibi.
O'Malley and Zubi. Obviously, Patty O'Malley, right? Is that his name? I can't tell if that's it, but I hope we're hype about it.
We hope Jake better upload.
Alex Piera, and Cyril Gain.
Pereira, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, we like that.
I love the Amazonian god. Anyways.
The final is Justin Gaethje and Ilia Topuria.
Let me see these photos. I am gonna pick Gaethje.
Ooh, she's picking.
You're gonna pick Gaethje.
She's picking autism.
I like it.
Autism versus talent.
All right, I'm putting $5 on that. I'm putting $5 on the Mikkel lineup. All right, Mikkel, if that hits, I get $3,000. I'm placing it right now. $5. $5 on the Mikkel lineup. If that hits, I get $3,000. That'll let you know. That'll let you know how those picks are.
Could you imagine?
That'd be sick, dude. I'd go crazy if Mikkel got me $3,000, dude.
Oh, that's so good.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you for
good.
your picks, Mikkel.
Yes, of course. All right, bye.
That's the Mikkel picks. We like that.
The Mikkel picks. That's going in the graphic that I'm gonna make for the show. Yeah, the Mikkel picks.
I better look good.
Okay, so back to Bo Nickel.
Ooh, okay. Dude,
Back to Bo Nickel and
throwing it
and
back
Dawkins.
right now. Yeah, okay. Sorry, but back to guy talk. Nickel and Dawkins.
Nickel, I'm not happy with him. I think Gable Stevenson is going to be the Nickel that we thought Nickel was going to be. Okay, when Nickel came into the UFC, we go, this guy's going to be a world beater. He's going to be the fucking champ in a year.
Yeah.
It didn't pan out like that. He's getting softballs left and right.
I
mean, who was it? Was it Dan Ige who fought Nickel and everybody thought that Dan Ige won and they gave it to Nickel anyway?
Yeah, that was the one. And then he went on the hot mic and was just like, see, everybody look, I can run through him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just likes to
so
box.
Kyle
He doesn't know
Dawkins
how to
is
throw
a Philly
kick.
dude.
What's his style? What's Dawkins' style?
Dawkins is just a fucking
Is he just
savage. He's a BJJ guy.
Okay.
He's a BJJ guy, but he's like a brawler. Like he's not afraid to just throw it to the wind and just go crazy.
Okay.
And Dawkins was previously cut from the UFC.
Was he really?
Okay. He was in the UFC for years. He was cut. He came back. He's had 2 fights back with a KO and a submission. The KO against Michael Piera and the submission against Gerald Mearshart, who's another BJJ black belt.
Gotcha.
So here's the thing. I'm not worried about it if it goes to the ground. Say Bo Nickel gets Dawkins down to the ground. I think Dawkins is probably better on the ground. Bo Nickel looks lost when he gets guys down. I think the reason that Bo Nickel, I think the reason he changed up his technique to striking is because he had a couple of fights where he got that guys down to the ground and he looked completely lost. Yeah, he's top heavy and he can hold him there for 5 rounds, Khamzat Chimaev style. But I think when it comes to submissions, I think Dawkins has the edge. I also think that throwing caution to the wind, Dawkins has the edge. You know,
Yeah.
maybe Nickel will catch him. He did catch the guy in his last fight. I forget who he fought, but it's not like the guy looked like a world beater. It's not like Bo Nickel looked like the best striker, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like Renier de Ritter when he lost to him, that guy was just
Yeah.
doing basic Muay Thai technique. He was.
And he
It looked
outstruck
like a
Nickel.
Muay Thai sparring
He
match
was
from
throwing
him.
that dude. RDR has the craziest knee ever, dude.
Yeah.
He'll knee
just
you to
throw
the
it.
stomach for.
Yeah.
I mean,
you
he did
could
that
tell
against
the
Whitaker.
second.
He did it against
yeah.
Nickel. I don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on with
Yeah.
that knee, but he'll literally just spam that knee to your stomach for the entire fight, and he outstruck Nickel.
100% for sure because
Kyle
Nickel didn't
Dawkins
know
is
what to
hungry.
do. Nickel didn't know what to do with the spacing when he threw the knee up. It threw like Nickel's like range completely out of motion, but it was that easy to throw it off. That's the thing because Nickel's not going to throw any punches. He's not going to circle. He's just going to go straight forward, right on you. And then Dawkins is going to do the same thing in that regard.
And
But
meanwhile,
like Dawkins at least knows how to throw a
needs a
kick.
win.
He does. Yeah, he's a hungry.
Dawkins
He's hungry.
coming back from the UFC. He's got 2 fights back. He's fighting on the fucking White House card. Dawkins is a live dog,
yeah,
dude.
that's true. That's true.
He might be my second favorite live dog besides Steve Garcia. I might parlay Dawkins and Garcia together just because I think if there's going to be upsets, it could be them too. I mean, Derek Lewis is hard not to put money on, but
I know. Because it's like,
especially with Josh Hokett, the way that Josh Hokett fights, he's not going to be able to fight that the way he did against Curtis Blades against Derek Lewis.
But he's
just
probably gonna try to do the same thing and run it back. Because like Hokett, you have to think that was 2 months ago. His brain is still bruised from Curtis Blade. There were a couple
how
times
much
during that
training
fight
has
where
he
he went
possibly
pretty
been able to
giraffe
do?
legs. Yeah, exactly. It's not like
he hasn't been in a 6-week training camp.
Yeah,
It's not like the dude's been able to spar, you know? But when you think about the technicalities of the two fighters, I do think that Curtis Blades is a more complete fighter, and Josh Hokett has been saying that he can't fight that same fight. He's been saying that. I can't fight the same fight that I fought against Curtis with Derek.
Yeah, but what's going to change? That's the thing.
I think if
because Derek does
can
have
circle for a round or two,
yeah,
I think he could really put Derek away in the third. Hokett is hungry, and I think as much as I love Derek Lewis, everybody would love to see Derek Lewis get a win. Hokett is the future. He's hungry. He's got the fire in his eyes. You're frozen.
You're frozen on my end.
Ah, son of a bitch.
That's okay. You're back now, dude. This entire podcast has been plagued with these last 2 episodes with technical difficulties. We need, you know what it is? I think I need to do more than 5 minutes of prep work too each week. I think I need to.
Yeah.
I think I need to actually sit down and make sure the setup's good before instead of just coming home from it. But that's whatever.
But I think that the UFC is trying to hand Nickel another win, and I just don't know if it's going to go.
I don't see that. I think Dukakis, like, I think he's got it in the bag. I genuinely do. Like, and it's not because like of the Bo Nickel hate, but I think Bo Nickel's biggest enemy is his pride right now.
Yeah.
And like,
and his coaching, bro.
Yeah,
if his coaching is telling him to go in there and stand and bang,
what
I just don't see him getting a dub again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't either. Okay, so what's the next one?
Yeah. The next one is like hard to even talk about. It's Mauricio Rufy, Michael Chandler, and there's just not a lot of meat on the bone there.
I know. Because like,
I mean,
Michael Chandler is 3-7 in the UFC.
What can you say that no one's heard before?
You know?
Yeah, he's 3-7 in the UFC. This is I'm sorry about the Conor McGregor thing. We're giving you this fight.
It'll
like,
be
it's
fun.
not like they're giving it to him because they think like, oh, you know, and he's getting a terrible matchup. It's not like they're like, you know what, we'll give you a win.
No,
here's a guy who strikes everybody's fucking head off.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And now did Rufy get wrestle fucked by Benoit Saint Denis? He did.
He did, yeah. He did.
But Michael Chandler is up there with Gaethje and a lot of the other guys who are great wrestlers, but they don't really break it out because they're afraid of blowing their gas tank. I just don't see that fight starting and then Michael Chandler shooting a double leg from across the ring. I just don't see that going down like that.
I don't either.
I see Chandler trying to get in there with Rufy. Rufy's going to develop his range. He's going to circle for the first round, and then I think he's going to pick Chandler apart.
Yeah,
easily. I
think you're 100% right. I think as Rufy can stay on the outside, he's good. I think that whole camp is hungry for some wins because he's not with the Fighting Nerds anymore. He's not. He left the Fighting Nerds.
He left the Fighting Nerds.
It's-
After his loss against Benoit Saint Denis, he left.
That
the
might
Nerds.
be a good scenario because that whole camp was taking a lot of L's, right? Except for what's his face? The only
process.
Yeah, exactly. Except for Prates. So like that tells me Rufy's hungry. Rufy wants to improve right now. And
he slept Bobby Green, dude.
He did, yeah. He that was a really clean slip that he did on him. So
now Bobby Green, I mean, we can sidetrack on Bobby Green. Like I like Bobby Green and all, but the way that he fights, I mean, every white dad in the entire country who watches him fight is going, "Put your fucking hands up" the entire time he's fighting.
Yeah, that's true.
And now this is where confidence comes into play.
that is a big white dad complaint for sure.
Oh, 100%. I don't like this guy who's not putting his hands up.
Yeah.
But I think with Bobby Green,
showboating, just do the touchdown.
Bobby Green, his confidence carries him. If he doesn't come in there with his hands down, confident, he's not going to win. That's the only way he can win.
Yeah.
He has to be 100% confident that he's going to get this dub. He's going to have his hands at his waist the entire time. There's nothing you can do about it. And guess what? You're going to get caught every once in a while by Mauricio Rufy, who looks like fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme in his prime with the fucking kicks that he's throwing.
Yeah, he does. He does. That is true.
I see Rufy getting a dub there unless
Rufy getting the W.
Chandler just wrestles right off the bat. I mean, it's only 3 rounds. There's no reason why Chandler shouldn't be able to hold him down for 3 rounds.
Yeah.
I just don't see him doing that.
I don't either, considering the fact, like, listen, he's fighting age for sure, especially the fact that his strength is the most cardio demanding part of the entire sport is wrestling.
Yeah.
100%. I don't see him wrestling or even thinking that's on the card until maybe round 3 if he's getting pieced up. If they make it that far. And then by then, I don't know if his gas tank will let him. But I could see if it's going to go to decision. I think Rufy's still going to win because I think he'll be up 2-3 against Chandler. So I don't really see a scenario where Chandler is winning this unless it's the most boring fight ever. Method. And I will say, I mean, I don't think
if he gets it done, it's going to be a decision.
Yeah,
he's not getting a finish.
I don't think any of these guys are going to the ground. I think this is the Forrest Whitaker fight on the first cable one where Dana White was like, no one goes to the ground. You guys just need to sock each 100%. Other. I know Lewis and Hokic were like, I know Hokic was like, I can't do the same thing I did with Curtis Blades, right? But I also don't think he's going to be doing any takedowns on Lewis either. I think these guys, to get on this card, you had to make it a brawl, and I think Hokic knows that going in there.
Here's another thing.
I think Lewis could stop him, dude.
I don't think they've announced this yet, but I'm sure they're going to raise the finish bonuses.
Yeah, for sure.
I could see them.
It's on a special event. Like,
I definitely see them going, hey, I wouldn't even surprise me if they're like, Freedom 250, you get 250. You know what I mean? Something crazy like that.
Yeah,
but
it's going to be like special donation so I really from Donald Trump. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see anybody really like trying to shoot for a decision, and I think that's Chandler's only method of victory here is to drag him into a decision.
Yeah, yep. I 100%
eat dinner first.
Agree, and I don't think that's ever. I don't think it's going to happen. I would put money that none of these fights are going to go to decision. If there was going to be one of the fights that was going to go to decision, it's going to be Lopes and Garcia or O'Malley and Zahabi.
I don't know. I mean, I think Bo Nickel might be the one that goes to decision.
You think?
Because I do think that if Bo gets pieced up in the first round, then he could rely on his wrestling and take it into a decision.
Yeah, but I think Bo's pride, especially now for the America fight, I think his pride's going to say keep it on your feet, don't wrestle. Because I think he's too scared to look dumb.
Right. And I
but the
disagree with that. I think if you want to get a belt, the path is wrestling, dude. Yeah. Like you're not going to be the most famed fighter, but Merab got a belt. Bilal Muhammad got a belt. How'd they get belts? They wrestle fuck people into decisions.
Yeah, but
if you want a belt, sometimes you're not going to be the fucking highlight reel. Sometimes you're going to have to fucking impose your top power. You're going to have to be heavy on top. You're going to have to hold these guys down for 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And I think that's Bo Nickel's path. It doesn't seem like his coaches want him to be on that path. It doesn't seem like he wants to be on that path. But
if Bo won his matches with wrestling, it would shut half the people up because half the criticism is that like he's not a good wrestler. He's a fraud. He can't come and compete in the UFC. So like let your criticism be that you're a boring fighter because you only wrestle and you're a one-trick pony.
I
It's
agree.
okay. Ronda
100%.
Rousey got to be in Fast and Furious 7 for being a one-trick pony. That's okay.
Yeah.
You know, Bo
Yeah,
Nickel isn't going to be
I
the
agree. I
greatest
think
fighter
that's
ever.
okay. Like, this isn't boxing where like you have to have knockouts and stuff to like be a star. Like, you can become a star. You can get the belt by just
100%.
wrestling. I mean, people have done it, since the start of this
Yeah,
thing.
and if you
Khabib wrestle fucked everybody, but then again, Khabib's an amazing striker. I mean, he wasn't amazing, but he did strike.
he could keep
He
up
would
with
shoot mostly
anybody for
takedown.
sure. You know.
But he would wrestle fuck people. That's what Bo Nickel should be doing. He should be wrestle fucking people. He should be taking them down. Okay, I'm in a bad position. I'm gonna let them up. I'm gonna shoot another takedown. I'm gonna impose my will. Like Khabib
100%.
would wrestle fuck these guys
Yeah,
to the point where you would see their face at the end of the first round, like, holy shit, this guy just landed fucking 7 takedowns on me in the first round. I'm helpless.
Exactly. It's like when he said it, I'm taking you to deep waters, because it was a psychological game of him being like, I'm gonna showcase everything that I have for you in the first round, and you're gonna go into the second round knowing I'm fucked. It's just a matter of how fucked am I, you know?
And I think that's Bo Nickel's path to victory, but I don't think he's gonna take that path.
I just don't think he's smart enough for it, dude.
I-
That's the thing. Is he could do that.
Yeah,
he could be the guy.
He could just let him up. Why do you have to hold him down for 3 rounds? Let him up and shoot
Let him
another
up.
takedown.
Yeah, look,
Like,
you just got more points than him,
It can't
too.
be a gas tank problem.
No.
It can't be a gas tank problem.
Yeah, you
know
live
what I
at
mean? Like,
Penn State,
Justin Gaethje is the guy who doesn't wrestle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because of a gas tank. Yoel Romero, same thing. He was a guy who didn't wrestle because of his gas tank. He was afraid of blowing his gas tank. That can't be your problem, Bo Nickel. You've been wrestling since you were fucking in Pampers. You've been wrestling since you were a sperm in your dad's nutsack. Like, there's no reason that it's a gas tank problem.
Yeah, you live at Penn State. Presumably, you're wrestling every day with the greatest national team.
Yeah,
the
3
U.S.
days a week
national
with
team's
Cale
there
Sanderson,
too.
the guy who went undefeated in college.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's no reason
shout
why
out
you
to the
should get
Mormons.
gas.
Thank you, Cale Sanderson. But yeah, he's so frustrating. I hate it. I hate talking about him so much because he is so frustrating.
Yeah, it drives me nuts too because I love wrestlers. Like, I know the amount of effort that it takes into being a wrestler. I know that, like, the wrestling team in high school, their warm up is the extent of other teams' practices.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
that's their warm up.
Yeah.
So I love the work that it gets put into it. So I was always a Khabib guy over McGregor just because I know how it feels to be on the mat against someone who can do whatever the fuck they want. They're 10 steps ahead of you while you're transitioning to get out of something. They're transitioning to put you into something.
Yeah, exactly.
The mental math just doesn't add up. So I love wrestlers, and I would love to see Bo Nickel just go out there and impose his wrestling, but he just doesn't do that. So
yeah, and wrestling has shown, like, time and time again, that if you are the best wrestler in the room, right, you can control an entire weight class. Sean O'Malley will not go for a belt again because his wrestling will never be as good as a Dagestani dude, right? Like,
right.
If your wrestling is on a next level, everyone else in the weight class has to shift their priorities, right, to go and try to, like, class up what you're good at. Pereira, love Pereira, an amazing kickboxer, right? But if you started, like, if we had a lights out world class wrestler that was up against him in the division that could take takedowns with a breeze, Pereira would have some serious issues, But he's
100%.
also, he's smart with his fights. He's gotten really lucky with his weight classes, right? And where everyone was at the time. He deserves all the credit in the world, but, like, wrestling is the one thing that if you're, like, a godsend at that, everyone else has to adjust to go and play your game, and they might never catch
100%.
up to you, So, like, the fact that
there's not enough time
advantage of that sucks ass.
There's not enough time in the week for people to, like, catch up. That's why when these strikers are fighting wrestlers, they're not practicing wrestling. They're practicing standing up.
Yeah, and they're doing
their training
takedown
camp.
defense.
They're going, how can I stand up? They're not going, oh, I'm going to do a mat transition. They're not going to fucking get a wizard and fucking get a reversal. Like, it's not going to happen. The only thing that they're practicing is standing up.
Yeah.
And that brings us to Josh Hokett, Derek Lewis, who we touched on briefly, but this is a live dog. So I just put $5
on Lewis,
on Garcia, Dawkins, and Lewis.
Yeah. I
$5 gets me $173. I honestly like that. I mean,
yeah,
putting money on Derek Lewis as the underdog seems like a give me. It seems like, why wouldn't you put $10 on Derek Lewis? The dude has the touch of God. I mean, he knocked that Brazilian out in the first round. It was a bit of an early stoppage, but if he touches, Josh Hokett is going to have to circle and tire him out.
For sure.
He's going to have to take some power off of those punches. If Josh Hokett doesn't get active, if he comes right across that ring in the first round, he's going to get slapped.
Yeah. Derek Lewis, here's how I'll tell you right away if he's going to win the fight or not, right? Weigh-ins. How does he look at weigh-ins? right?
Yeah.
Because you can.
100%.
It's Derek Lewis more than any other fighter is. It's so obvious when he's locked in for training camp because he'll show up with a 6-pack. If he's showing up with his beer gut, right, then like it's game over. But like the fights where he showed up and he looked.
Also, he hasn't had a lot of time.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about Hokit, how he hasn't had a lot of time in between fights because he went to war. Derek Lewis had the same amount of time, and who knows if he was staying in the gym, you know, when he got that call.
Yep, exactly. So like
So we'll see because
Lewis,
you know,
however he looks at weigh-ins is going to decide what's going to happen. If Lewis locked in, I'm going to put my money down that it's Lewis. If not, if he looks out of shape and beat up, Hokic has been doing
if
a
the White
lot
House
of cardio
card
on
doesn't get him
social
locked
media.
in,
Then what else
I don't
is?
know what will.
And granted, has
I
he
don't know
seemed checked out for the last 2 fights? Yeah, Lewis has, but this is your last chance, buddy. This is
when Donnie T
this is
calls
your
you up
ride,
and says,
dude.
"Hey, I want you at the White House."
Yeah,
I mean, if you're not locked in for that, if you're not training day in and day out for that, then I don't know what gets you out of bed at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that,
for sure.
you know. So, although I'd love to see Hokit win because he's got more length in his career. I mean, the guy got signed in August of 2025, and he's already in people's mouths. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
Most people they spend a year in the UFC, no one knows who the fuck you are.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
this guy's been a year in the UFC with his shtick, which I love. A lot of people hate it, but dude, you got to get eyeballs on you somehow, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And if that's getting eyeballs on him, fuck it. So I'd love to see Hokit win, but I mean, Derek Lewis is an underdog.
You can lose to Derek Lewis and still be considered the best in your division. Francis Ngannou can testify to that.
Yeah, 100%. And here's the other thing: this is the biggest mismatch in the heavyweight division. Derek Lewis is by far the heaviest heavyweight. He's the biggest heavyweight, and Josh Hokit is by far the skinniest heavyweight.
The skinniest heavyweight for sure. Yeah.
So yeah, Hokit's got the speed and the endurance, I would imagine. So it really just comes down to if Lewis can touch him up in the first round.
Yeah.
Like if Lewis is going to get it done, it's going to have to be early because if Hokit circles for 2 rounds, come that 3rd round, Derek Lewis is going to be in a world of pain.
Yeah. I also think too, Hokik, like he could always wrestle, right? That's always on the roster for Hokik, which like we haven't really seen
Lewis
showcase a lot. But that's the thing is Lewis is so strong, you know.
And his takedown defense. I mean, you seen the clip. He's like, "I'll just stand up," and that's exactly what he does.
Yeah. I've seen Lewis on his back, one arm push a guy off of him and roll out. I've never seen anybody else do that.
230 and holding down a fucking 275-pound Derek Lewis.
Exactly.
It's just not gonna happen.
So
so Hokit's gonna have to win striking. That's the reality of the situation. He's not going to out wrestle Derek Lewis. He's going to have to win striking.
Yeah.
And that's a tall order for a guy who's going to have a significant amount of weight on you.
Yeah. And even then, like, I mean, Lewis, like, if you go to a takedown on Lewis, he could just do the Curtis Blades uppercut and knock you out on your way down. You know, like I'm going to put that bet when I see Lewis at weigh-ins. That's what I'm going to decide. But that's my money. But I will say right here before anything, I'm gonna go Lewis. I'm gonna go Lewis for this one.
I like that.
I think Hokik is too hurt from his last fight. I can't
get mad at you about that one.
He should have been slept. There's not enough time. He should have been slept from his last fight. I guarantee he's not in great condition. And if you lose, bud, everyone will use that, and that's a great excuse. No one's gonna like think badly of you if you lose to Lewis. Okay,
that's what I love about the UFC. It's not boxing. You get a loss, and no one cares.
Yeah, exactly.
A good fight.
He's gonna put ass in seats. It's gonna be good.
Even if Hokit loses, it's gonna be a main event at a fight night later in the year, guaranteed. I mean, the heavyweight division is so shallow. Fucking Tai Tuivasa hasn't been cut yet.
Yeah,
I mean, what are we doing?
That is why. What are we doing here at this point? Yeah.
I mean,
I can't understand anything you're saying or hear anything you're saying. But
I am fucking with the mic again.
Stop touching that, you bastard.
But yeah, Hokit, he could lose this fight and still be a main event fighter later in the year, no problem.
Yeah.
And the next fight is O'Malley and Alibaba Zabibi, and literally no one cares about that fight. It's an absolute snoozer. Everybody thinks that Sean O'Malley is going to win. No one even knows who Zabibi is. I don't even want to spend time on that fight.
Okay, I do think Sean O'Malley is going to win. I think this one,
you and the rest of the world,
goes down to he's one of the only guys in bantamweight that has actual knockout power. Zahabi, look at all of his fights. It's either round 1 he knocked out a stinker, right? That's like 3 of them. The last 10 have been like decision round 3. You know, like he took him to decision. So
Yeah.
I don't think I see a scenario where Zahabi wins this. I think
Yeah, I
O'Malley
just
is going to
don't see
piece him
it.
up. I think O'Malley needs the win for sure because
He
he's
needs
kind
it.
of he looks like he's got his hand in his pants with this entire bantamweight division right now. As far as he doesn't know what to do, so he's just going to start jacking off and wait. So yeah, I would think I'm with the rest of the world. My money is on O'Malley with that one.
100%. I mean,
The fact they snuck in
Yeah.
Zahabi in there for this fight is a little disappointing, but I think it's because they really wanted to see the American win.
they were like, you know what? We need a guaranteed American win. No nickel toss up. Chandler definitely going to lose. He's probably going to lose an American win, so we're going to give it to fuck. I mean, and this is assuming that the UFC is sleeping on Steve Garcia because, like I was saying earlier, I think Steve Garcia gets it done. But I think that the surefire W for the United States and for America is Sean O'Malley, who is one of the biggest stars we have.
For
So if he
sure.
gets a win, it's not going to be a total loss for the United States.
Yeah, I get it.
And then that brings us to Alex Pierre and Cyril Gahn, which
Dude,
I
the
could go
best
on
butts
all
in the
day. All right, we got a new chord. Let's see if that makes a difference. All right.
Okay, let's try it.
So we're going Pierre Cyril Gahn. Here's the deal with this fight. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I get that. Oh yeah, this does feel more secure at the bottom. Actually, the other one felt loose.
Yeah, maybe because you're fucking around with the other one so much.
But so I get that Pierre is going up a weight class.
Okay.
You know, he's going for the 3-time belt. Which, by the way, RDR did that at ONE FC. He was a 3-time champ.
Really?
At ONE FC. That's completely sidetracked.
Huh.
Yeah, but so I don't understand why anybody has any questions about this fight. It genuinely blows my mind.
Really?
I mean, Cyril Gane is a bona fide bum. This dude is a fucking bum. He's never looked good in a single fight.
Yeah.
The time that he looked the best,
Was
he had one
Aspinall.
round against Tom Aspinall.
Yeah.
And guess what? He had 2 eye pokes and a fucking nut shot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The best he's ever looked. He had 3 fouls in that round.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't understand why we're going, this guy's going to be able to compete with Pierre. Pierre is a fucking glory kickboxing champ. Okay? Cyril Gahn is also a kickboxer. Okay? Cyril Gahn's never looked good ever. Once. John Jones walked through him. He had 1 good round against Aspinall, and then we're going to think that he's going to be able to compete with Pierre, who's not cutting weight. Pierre fucking got a championship belt at 180 pounds. He was cutting 97 fucking pounds. He had 1 ounce of water in his brain, and he's still getting a fucking belt at 180.
Yeah.
Now this guy's moving up. He doesn't have to cut a fucking pound. In fact, he's going to have to gain weight. And we think that Cyril Gane, who has never once looked good in a single fight, and like I said, the best he's ever looked. He had 3 fouls in that fucking round.
Yeah.
The best he's ever looked. And we're going, oh, this is going to be a close fight between Cyril Gane and Pierre.
No, it's not.
I think Pierre's going to walk across that ring and fucking knock Cyril Gane's dumbass out. Oh, yeah, what if Cyril Gane sticks and moves? Yeah, Pierre's never seen that before.
Yeah.
Pierre's has 97 fucking kickboxing fights. And you think that Cyril Gane's just going to be able to stick and move on his ass?
Yeah.
Cyril Gane is not a knockout puncher.
Yeah, he's never had power. He's never had power.
I don't understand where they think, oh yeah, Alex Pierre, we're really worried about him taking punches from Cyril Gane.
Yeah,
I would be more confident in Derek Lewis getting knocked out over fucking Alex Pierre than fucking Cyril Gane's bum ass, who's a fucking volume puncher at heavyweight division. And he's gonna circle. He's gonna circle for 5 rounds and piece up Alex Pierre, who is a left hand from God. He's got Deontay Wilder's left hand.
Yeah, he does.
And Cyril Gane's gonna be able to fucking circle for 5 fucking rounds. Get the fuck out of here. I don't understand what they're thinking. I think if it doesn't happen in the first round, Pierre likes to download in the first round, except for that last Muhammad Ankalaev fight where he just walks across
he just
the cage.
knew he had him. He just knew he had him.
So I don't think it happens in the first round. I think it's a very boring first round. But I think the second that Pierre comes out of the gates in the second round, he's downloaded Cyril Gane.
I guarantee, yeah.
And he's going to catch him. I don't understand. I'm hearing all these analysts, and they're saying this is a tough fight for Pierre. And I just don't see it. Maybe I'm crazy, but I've never once seen a Cyril Gane fight in the UFC and gone, this guy looks really good.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, because you take their strengths. Both these guys are kickboxers. So who's the better kickboxer? Like,
who's the better striker?
That's it. That's like, take their strengths on any given day. It like Pieta, if this was a kickboxing max, everyone would be like, yeah, Pieta's gonna walk through Cyril Gane.
Pierre would dog walk him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Pierre posted his first ever kickboxing championship belt the other day, and the guy had 30 pounds on him. and Pierre went out there and knocked his ass the fuck out.
Yeah, so it's not like
So I mean, the dude's done it before. He's fought out of his weight class before. I don't understand how they possibly look at this matchup
and
they
now
go,
he's healthy.
Oh yeah, Cyril Gain.
He's
Cyril
strong.
Gain has a chance here.
Yeah.
The only chance that Cyril Gain has is eye poking and nut kicking his way into a fucking
That's a good point.
disqualification.
He does like to
Like,
do
I
those
just-
low body
I-
shots that just hit right around the dick.
I don't understand who we're watching here, bro.
Yeah, I get it.
Point to one fight where you go, Cyril Gain looks like a world beater. Point to one fight. There's not a single fight in
Yeah.
Cyril Gain's resume where you go, this guy looks like a world beater. And then we're talking about Alex fucking Pierre.
Pereira, yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Like,
Yeah, I
and
get
maybe
it.
I'm fucking crazy, but I just don't see a world where Cyril Gain gets it done. Oh, Cyril Gain's gonna knock Alex Pierre out. And then people go, oh, well, Izzy knocked him out. Yeah, he had no water in his brain. He was cutting 97 pounds
but
to 180 pounds. He was completely dehydrated.
Yeah, Izzy also like
That-
only beat him once of all the times that Izzy and him have fought.
And Pierre beat him 3 times.
Yeah, not including kickboxing where he beat him another 3 times.
No, twice in
Twice?
kickboxing
Okay,
and then
okay.
once in the UFC.
No, I
So
thought he
3
beat him.
times Pierre beat Izzy.
I thought Pereira beat Izzy twice in the UFC too.
No, I think he was 1-1. I think he knocked
Really?
Izzy out, and then Izzy came back and won the second time.
Oh, I thought they had 3 fights.
I don't think they had the rubber match. But-
Gotcha.
Either way, let's be on the point. I can't wrap my head around anybody thinking that this is going to be a close fight.
Yeah.
I don't understand what they've seen from Cyril Gane that I haven't seen.
Yeah. Also, like,
What can you point to and go, this is how Cyril Gane's going to beat
yeah,
Pierre?
yeah,
It's a striking match.
yeah,
The only way that Cyril Gane is going to get a dub is against Volkov, or if he wrestles, which he's only ever done once against Volkov.
yeah.
And guess what? Volkov got up.
Yeah, he still got it because Cyril
Pierre
Gane
has fought
is
fucking
not
Muhammad
strong.
Ankalaev,
Yeah.
and he had the fucking flu. Like,
yeah.
That's
a
the
good
reason
point.
that Pierre won. He was injured and he had the flu. And then guess what? They fought again and Pierre walked across the ring and slept him immediately.
Yeah.
So I just can't wrap my head around, and this is the last bet I'm going to place. I got the Mikel bet. I got the long shot bet. I got the Steve Garcia, Dukakis, and Derek Lewis bet. This is the last $10 I'm going to bet. I'm going to go for Pierre. I'm going to pick a round. Okay?
Okay.
Let's see what the bets are on Pierre on the round props, because I just don't see a world where Cyril Gane wins.
Yeah,
It's
me
not going
neither.
to decision.
Me neither.
It's not going to fucking decision.
This is barely going into the second round. This is first minute of the second round is when it's over. I think Pereira, I think he needs to figure out a second for range and like power.
He downloads the first round. He's always been a
for
slow
sure,
starter.
for sure. And it's his first fight at heavyweight. I don't think he's not a man to take risks, right? Especially in this match, right? I think he's gonna sleep him really early in the second because I think he's learning in the first round. That's the thing, is like it's also fight IQ of like, not only is he like he is really into the fighting right now, as far as he's had a lot of fights in a lot of short amount of time. He's used to the mat. Cyril Gane has not fought in a long time past one round where he fouled out somebody.
I have more confidence in Justin Gaethje beating Taporia than I do in Cyril Gane beating Alex Pierre.
Yeah, I get it.
And this is a guy who's knocked out all our legends, all our heroes. I just
know.
cannot see a world
Yeah, we're Cyril
where
Gane.
Cyril Gane pulls a dub out. He's not going to wrestle him, and he's not going to be able to stick and move for 5 rounds against the glory champion Alex Pierre. I don't see a world.
Yeah, me neither.
Are you good?
Yeah, we're good. We're cooking right now. We're cooking with guys.
All right, so here's my last and final bet. Okay, so Pierre round 1 is plus 450. I don't like that because Pierre is a downloader. I don't think that first round is going to be interesting, especially with the way that Cyril Gane is going to be moving.
Yeah.
So I don't see Pierre getting a win in the first round. Second round, Pierre is plus 750.
Yeah, what?
Tasty. That's tasty. And then third round, Pierre is plus 900.
Ooh.
And then fourth, Pierre is plus 1,400. And fifth, Pierre is plus 2,000. Now, do I think it's going to happen that late? I don't.
No,
I don't think this fight's going past the third. But in my humble opinion, I think Pierre at round 2 for plus 750, $10 to get 85. I think that's a great bet.
Good.
Honestly.
That's pretty good. Yeah. I should do that. I should definitely do that if I was going to do any of them.
So I'm locking in for my final bet of the night.
Yeah, I
Alex
hope Mikel's
Pierre
parlay
round 2.
hits.
That would be insane if Mikel's parlay hits. I'll kiss her on the lips, dude. That would be absolutely insane.
That's insanity, dude. If her parlay hits.
The odds on that parlay are insane.
so crazy. Yeah. Okay.
That brings us to the final fight.
Yeah, I agree with everything you're saying on that one. The final fight is
it blows my mind. It infuriates me when I hear people talk about Cyril Gane as a champ.
I don't really ever I've never looked at Cyril Gane and been like that. Like he's it. Like that's gonna be the champ.
He's a world beater.
Yeah.
We're talking about the guy who got fucking finished by John Jones in 92 seconds. Like I just don't see.
Yeah. I don't see it.
I don't see a world where Cyril Gane gets done. And that brings us to Topuria Justin Gaethje. And that's a tough one, okay? Because everybody's going Topuria, and I totally understand that. I mean, it's the safe bet, Topuria. It's not tasty. I mean, he's a heavy favorite.
Yeah.
So it's not tasty at all. So I totally understand why people would pick him. I don't understand putting money on him. Maybe KO. Actually, let's see the round props for Topuria.
Yeah, because round
1 plus 175. That's not tasty enough. Round 2 plus 330. Now we're getting a little tastier. Round 3, 550. Round 4, 1,000. Round 5, 1,600. So the odds makers don't have this going past round 3.
I could see. I mean, if I had to say when it's going to end, I'm going to say round 3 as well too.
Now here are the odds for Justin Gaethje. Now this is insane, dude. Round 1, Justin Gaethje plus 1,400.
Yo.
Round 2 plus 2,200. Round 3 plus 2,800. Round 4 plus 3,500. Round 5 plus 4,500. If you want to make some money on the UFC, you bet Justin Gaethje on any of those rounds.
Because that's the thing is Gaethje's not going to get a first round knockout. He's not going to get a second round knockout more than likely. I think if you're going to do anything, I think Gaethje would get a third round knockout up to 4 and 5 round knockout.
Think the odds makers have Topuria getting it done in round 1. That's what I'm looking at right now on these round props. The odds makers have the worst odds are Topuria round 1. And as much as I think that's a possibility, I mean, he slept our baby boy Max Holloway for the first time in his entire career. He slept our baby boy Charles Oliveira. I just don't know. I just don't like betting against Justin Gaethje as an underdog. Like I was saying earlier today, Justin Gaethje is 10-3. He's 10-3 as an underdog. The most money I've ever made on a UFC fight was Justin Gaethje against Tony Ferguson. Justin Gaethje was an underdog. He was up and coming at that time. Tony Ferguson was on his way out. I hammered that. I got like $450 because I hammered Justin Gaethje.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I think everybody wants to count Justin Gaethje out. People are counting him out against Patty. They counted him out against Dustin the second time.
Yeah.
They've counted Justin Gaethje out left and right.
There's just a different caliber to when he's an underdog and he's lost versus when he's an underdog and won. Like I feel like there is a gap between Patty and Oliveira. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So it's like I think Ilya fits in the same caliber considering who he's beat as the
Khabib.
Yes, as the guys where Gaethje was an underdog and he lost. Like I feel like that caliber of opponents, I think Ilya is 100% in that category. For the short time that he's been in the UFC, for the people that he's slept, I
agree.
I don't think it's going to be a first round knockout. I'll give it that. I don't think it's going to be a first round knockout.
That's what DraftKings has it as.
Maybe Justin's chin is gone. And but
I mean, he went to war with Paddy Pimblett and he was eating those punches all day like they were fucking finger licking good.
Yeah, I know. But here's the dealio.
But Topuria's got the Deontay Wilder, the same thing that Alex Pereira has.
Yeah.
He's only got to hit you once.
I feel like when I envision Gaethje as like a comparable opponent, I can see him kind of being in the same room as Volkanovski. And Ilya beat Volk in the second. So I think Ilya is going to beat Gaethje in the second as well. Like that's my bet. If I think Ilya is going to do it, because even then, like if you look at Ilya, even if Justin hurts him, right? What was that one fight?
Ilya got hurt and then he came back. He charged across the ring and he knocked the guy the fuck out.
If you look at the panic wrestling that Ilya did in that scenario, I mean, he was glued to that guy's leg. He was so strong, even when he's knocked out. You know what I'm saying? He's just unbelievably strong for his weight class. So even his panic wrestling right? Which I was like, that might be where Justin has the edge. I think he's too strong for Justin in that scenario.
Now I agree with this. Now to play devil's advocate, although Justin is in the same boat as a Michael Chandler, who is an amazing wrestler. He's in the same boat as a Bo Nickel, who's an amazing wrestler, but Justin chooses not to use his wrestling, probably because he's afraid of blowing his gas tank. Now, here's the devil's advocate. Bryce Mitchell took Taporia down.
Yeah.
We're talking Bryce Mitchell here. He took Taporia down. So, in the scheme of things, do I think it's going to hit the mat? Probably not. Do I think that Justin Gaethje's probably best chance of going out and getting a dub is
on the mat?
I mean, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. No one's going to sit here and say that Justin Gaethje is going to fucking wrestle fuck Taporia. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, especially with this UFC event. If it was any other UFC event, I'd say maybe there's a chance it goes to the ground. I don't think
not at the White House as the main event.
At the White House fight, I don't think much is going to the ground.
It's going to be a stand-up fight, and to be honest, that's not looking good for Justin Gaethje. But I cannot, for the love of God, side with the fucking Spaniard when we got the American in the main event, not the heavyweight. I just can't, dude. I love Taporia is a great fighter, but would it make me more than happy to see Justin Gaethje knock him out, and then to see Taporia's wife post a video of her twerking in Miami immediately after the fight?
yeah. And then
that would make my
sex tape with her affair gets posted right after that.
If she's holding an American flag in between her butt cheeks like Patrick Star in the SpongeBob movie, I mean, it would make my day. It would absolutely make my day.
Oh man,
I think the good money is on Taporia getting it done in the second round, but I just can't possibly.
I think the two.
I just can't ride with him. I can't ride with him. I mean, I love Volk. I love Charles. I love Max. I mean, those are our guys. This guy's come in and just slept them all. So he's playing the heel right now. He's playing it well, but
even then he's a lovable heel, which is nice, But like for real, I mean, this is first post divorce. This is angry Taporia. This is him being like, hey, listen, the conquistadors landed here first. Okay, there's a reason the oldest cities in America are Spanish cities. Okay, I mean,
this is true. But then again, we're going against a Justin Gaethje who said, if I don't get this title shot, I'm fucking retiring.
Yeah, but
we're going against a guy was slept on.
Retiring.
He was angry about it. That is true. He's got one foot out, and just
I think him retiring at the White House
even
fight
had
is okay.
the thought. I agree. Even if he gets, but I mean, perfect case scenario: Justin Gaethje gets the dub and lays the gloves down and lets Taporia fight for the title again in the next fight against somebody else. I mean, I think that's perfect case scenario for Justin Gaethje. Ride off into the sunset as the champ. Do a Khabib.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
I think that'd be great.
I think that is definitely a perfect case scenario. I don't think it's a likely scenario though.
I think it's very unlikely.
I think I'm going Taporia I think that for this one.
Derek Lewis has a better chance of finishing Hokit than Gaethje does have against Taporia. But
I agree. I think, how could I put this? If I had to do my $5 bet spread, if I was going to put $20 down and I had to do my $5 bet spread, I think I would do Garcia beating Lopes.
Let me see how tasty it is.
Okay, I do Garcia beating Lopes $5. Okay.
Well, is this a parlay?
Is my
money line?
I don't know enough about sports betting to say.
No, you're good. I'll teach you one day.
Do I have to just go? Do I just have to go wins, or do I have to go?
There's a plethora of things you can do. Let's just go money line. Money line means head to head. Who are we picking? So you're going Garcia Lopes.
Garcia Lopes, yeah. I'm going O'Malley's a hobby.
I like that. Take O'Malley.
I think I'm going Pieta, but I also think I'm going to go Pieta knockout round 2. And I think I'm going Taporia knockout round 2. And think if I had to spread $20 around, that's how I'd spread it.
Well, we're going to do a parlay, and then we're going to do Taporia round 2. Now, I mean, the odds in this are going to be crazy because the round props are insane. But
yeah.
So here, I mean, if you put $10 on that, you're getting $1,038.
For what? For that?
For that parlay. Now let's just do money line. Let's get rid of the round props because the round props they're hard to hit. The round props. Yeah. So let's just go Pierre money line. We'll get rid of his round prop. And let's go Taporia money line. All right. It's not that tasty. We got Garcia, O'Malley, Piera, Taporia.
I
That's a
think
good bet, bro.
Garcia.
That's a
Yeah,
good
that's a
fucking
good
bet.
bet.
Honestly, for a guy who doesn't bet, that's a good bet. I mean, Taporia, Piera, O'Malley, I think are gimmies. After what I'm talking, Garcia is the only one who's minus or who's plus money. The
Yeah.
other guys are minus, which means that they're favorited. But you put $10 on that, and you're gonna get 65.
That's sweet.
So it's
I'm
not
okay with that.
tasty. It's not
I'm okay with
tasty.
that. Yeah.
It's mostly because there's big favorites in a couple of those matchups.
Well,
The
yeah,
Taporia and the O'Malley.
I know.
You
But
know,
you know
you
what the
make
thing
more
is,
money
like,
betting for the underdogs, but I think that's a good bet. I really do. I think that's highly possible to
yeah,
happen.
yeah,
And that's
no,
where the money's at, honestly. Like I just do the crazy ones. Just I think of it like a scratch off ticket. Like if I
yeah.
went to the
That's a good point. That's a good point.
but I think about it, a scratch off ticket that I had a way more chance of winning because I'm actually calculating these things.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not just
There's
completely
some
random.
thought into it other than being like, oh,
Exactly.
I
But I
live in the
think
poverty line of West Virginia, and maybe the gas station's got a scratcher that'll get my family out the holler.
that $10 to get 65, that proves the point that it's highly probable and that's a good bet for you to make. You know what I mean? If
Yeah,
the more money that you're going to get off of that $10, that proves that it's improbable. So the
yeah,
fact that you had that lineup and it's only going to give you 65, I think that's entirely doable. It
yeah,
genuinely wouldn't surprise me if that's what happened.
yeah. I mean, and this is also coming from me, who, like, last week I put $20 down on a first round knockout, and
You got it.
and I
So
got
you
it.
got $20 in the DraftKings account, dude. So you got to sprinkle it
I
out,
do.
baby.
I've got $46 in the DraftKings account right
So
now.
just throw 10 on that bet right now, dude. Get 65
Dude, I think
back.
I'm gonna throw 10 on that bet. I
Just
think
throw 10 on that bet. Here's what you do. This is what I like to do. You do a safe bet. Also, by the way, UFC is the worst sport to bet. It's the worst sport to bet
yeah, that's true. That's true. But it's so
by
fun.
far.
Yeah.
It by far is the worst sport to bet. But do I love doing it because it makes me interested in a fight that I couldn't care less about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because I go, you know what? I got $10 on this guy. I don't know either of them. I mean, that guy you bet last week to get a first round knockout. I hadn't heard of the guy. I'm balls deep in the UFC.
Oh, I love
And you
that
were
dude,
right.
dude. I loved that dude.
You were right.
And the second that they gave him what was the guy's name? The one brother?
The Tafa Bros. Yeah.
Yeah, well, as soon as they give him a Tapa brother, I was like, dude, first round knockout, it's gonna happen. And
I
he
think
got it
that's
with a
great
leg
bet,
kick.
honestly.
He got it with a leg kick. He got him out. That's a
that
guy
great
is
bet, honestly.
that guy is brutal. Keep an eye on that homeboy. If it's
On
a striking
Iwo,
match, if it's a striking match in the future, for sure keep an eye on that homeboy.
But yeah, I think those are some good bets we got.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm excited. Yeah, I think it's gonna be, man, a good night for sure. Hell of a night. I mean, if there might be a little, and there might be a little assassination tab on the president, and the next thing you know, he's saying he's remodeling the rest of the White House, not just the West Wing. You know, but that always seems a little bit like on the table with Trump. He's like, okay, now to like the pièce de résistance, if we have somebody shoot at me, and then I say we're gonna move the White House to Trump Tower, you know, or something like that, you know. But other
I
than
like that.
I think it's good. I think it's good.
I'm happy with it. Now, if Mikel's bet hits, Lopez, Nickel, Chandler, Lewis, O'Malley, Piera, and Gaethje, I mean, I'll send her $100 at least out of that 3,000. I mean, guaranteed.
Yeah.
That would be absolutely insane if she just blind picked the entire lineup.
That'd be insanity, actually, if she did that. We need to have everyone's bets on like a big board or something like that. Because my whole Saturday, I'm like, as soon as it starts, like, I'm sitting in the garage, and I'm
Sunday.
Not moving. Yeah, it's Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Sunday?
It's Sunday.
I thought it was Saturday that they were doing it. Really?
Yeah. So Jakey Smith's gonna be hurting Monday morning. I'm letting you know right now.
Oh, darn, he's self-employed. I guess I'll have to go into work a little late.
I'm gonna be dragging Monday morning. I'll tell you that.
That is Sunday. What the heck? That sucks. All right.
Yeah.
Dang, I was pumped.
Yeah, I think we got some good bets.
I'm
happy with it.
I think. Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to put. How could I put this? I want to put that $10 bet down on Garcia, O'Malley, Pieta, Taporia, but I feel like I want to put another
Yeah.
bet down on Pieta getting a knockout round 2.
I think that's I put $10 on Pierre getting a knockout round 2. Honestly, round 3 is tastier. Do I think it goes to round 3? Probably not.
No, I don't see it. It's a heavyweight fight with these guys. The power with
Heavyweight
with
Pierre,
Pineda.
dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put
I mean,
$10
if
down
Pierre
on
gets knocked out,
on
I
him
will
doing
probably
it.
cry.
Oh man, yeah.
But I just don't see a world where that happens.
Don't even do that to me.
I think Garcia is a live dog, and if you're gonna put money on anybody, you put money on Garcia.
Yeah. Garcia, O'Malley, Pieta, Taporia. That'll get me my 60, and then I can blow 10 in case I don't get it on Pieta getting his round 2 knockout.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm cool.
Love it.
That's my bets. I'm locking it in.
Hell yeah.
All right, well, I think that's it. I was like, if it goes short, we can do a UFC bingo card of things that shit you're gonna have to hear. Like Joe Rogan being
100%.
like, Pieta just looks so strong right now at heavyweight. Him complimenting Pieta and his
Yeah.
physique. He's so ready. He's not hurt.
100%.
Michael Chandler doing something dumb for the audience.
Oh, that's gonna happen.
Hokick saying
That
something
would be the
kinda
craziest
racist
upset
on
of the card.
mic.
Honestly,
Chandler,
that'd be
Chandler
crazier
wins.
than if Justin Gaethje got a dub. If
Yeah,
fucking
that'd be.
Chandler gets a win, I mean, that'd be absolutely nuts.
Yeah, Bo Nickel winning and saying I'm tired of people saying I'm not the real deal. That's definitely
Oh, that's on the bingo card
that's
for
a
sure.
that's a bingo card as well. I'm trying to think of what else. Bingo card is Lopez does it in Spanish rather than Portuguese for the exit interview.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Anyway. Other than that,
yeah.
Mexico beat South Africa. That's also what I had for the World Cup opening. I'm gonna be very invested in the World Cup, by the way. So
I didn't know you were a lesbian.
yeah, well, what can I say? I love box. That's why they call me the homeless man because I live in the box. Anyway, I just want to say one thing. Okay, Mexico, first game of World Series. Mexico beat South Africa. The game was very exciting. It ended with 3 red cards. Okay.
Oh, that's sick.
Last World Cup, there was only 4 red cards the whole World Cup. This one, everyone just decided, you know what? It's out the window. Because like South Africa was losing, so they started throwing punches. Can't do that. There was a couple punches and a couple elbows that the South Africans started throwing, and then the Mexicans retaliated with like what looked pretty clean, but if it's called a goal opportunity, like, yo, this guy's probably gonna get a goal if there was nobody else here, and then you foul him during that goal opportunity, it's an automatic red. But like Mexico was just piecing up South Africa, and then like Mexico, their first goal that they scored, it was a guy named Quinones, which I just want to say something. He's black. I guess he's the only black guy in Mexico, and he just happens to go and play for the Mexican national team. That felt like cheating that they found a black guy, okay, and not like a 5'2" landscaper is on their team. That's all I'm saying. And it turns out he's not even Mexican. He's from Colombia, and he's playing for the Mexican team. I just didn't feel very above board.
I wish I could follow you on this, but I have no clue what you're saying. But I agree with everything you're saying.
You don't know what I'm saying right now? Am I breaking up?
No, I know what you're saying, but I just have no clue anything about soccer.
How many black Mexicans have you seen before?
Not many.
Exactly. And this guy isn't even Mexican. He's from Colombia, and he's playing for the Mexican national team, and he's black. And I was like, how'd they sneak him on the team? Anyway,
That's nuts.
That was it. Yeah, that's what we got going. I do think it'd be really funny if like I just pieced together us being fake announcers for like a soccer game and just coming up with like horrendous backstories for them. And then he froze. I guess it's a sign from the universe. We're ending the episode. Thanks for watching, guys. This was one of the most disastrous episodes that I think we've ever had. I can't wait to actually make money for this, and I can buy a new laptop and write it off my taxes. That'd be awesome. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This one wasn't that funny, but yeah. I think it's gonna be a bonus episode for this week. So, okay, bye.